Hello. It's me again. Doing another one, y'all. This is Real Talk with Amira. Doing another one today. It's Tuesday. Trying to stay on my schedule. I've been doing really good. Staying on my schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Real Talk with Amira podcast. Whew. I hope everybody's doing well, and I always hope that, but I definitely see people who are just going through life. We all are going through life. We all are experiencing different things, good and bad, but how do we solve those things? That's what we need to be working on. We always focus on, I just need this. I need money. No, if you get money right now, then you're going to spend it. How do you get the next money? How do you make the money flow go? That's what we need to work on. Not this, immediate, I got the money. I can pay this. But what about next month? What about next year? What about 6 months from now? We got to start working on what's going to keep us in the money. But yes, y'all, doing another one today. Today's topic came to me somewhat from something possibly going on in my family. Yeah. Not me, y'all. Not me. But today's topic is are polyamorous relationships good for us? That's the topic for today. And that is something that I don't really care for. Polyamorous relationships. I know there is a lot of, and really it's not a lot. I don't think, certain people do promote that. I don't promote poly anything. I am particularly a person that I like the one-on-one, not the one-on-one and plus 2 and 3 and 12, because I've dealt with that before. And some of us, just to speak on it, some of you who think you're in a monogamous or a one-on-one relationship, you are in a polyamorous relationship and you don't know it. Hello. Because the person that you're dealing with, they're dealing with other people and you don't even know. But I did look up a few things today. And of course, I've seen, a few people on YouTube, because that's where I'm mostly at, is YouTube, who are advocating polyamorous Polyamory is a relationship orientation that is practiced by a minority. Minority of the population in the United States, about 4 to 5%. That's all poly got. You want to go get into something that's 4 to 5% of the world. Like, how good is that going to turn out? 4 to 5%. That's all you got. 4 to 5% of 100% of people want to be in a poly relationship. Something to think about. Definitely. I did go look at a couple articles. And of course, I have seen people promote this type of relationship. And a lot of them say they are doing it for money. And most of the time it's men being with multiple women in this poly relationship. And you know, if I was gonna do it, I'm not getting with one man with another woman. I would be with multiple men, and we in the family. Because again, I don't like the idea of sharing a man with anyone, especially after you have expressed to me that we're a one-on-one. So yeah. You know, and a lot of men that express they are a proponent, they advocate, they like this poly relationship, polyamorous relationship. They're only speaking of or talking about a man being with multiple women. They're not talking about, hey boo, you the second man, you the third man. They're not talking about that. No. They might feel a little bit different about that. But I have also seen a few out of the 3 to 5%, a few of women who have more than one man coming home to every day and sleeping with every day. And hey, whatever floats your boat. And is it beneficial? But here's another article from Psychology Today, Polyamory. Many people believe that every person should seek a single soulmate apart from whom they should need no one else. And that's that word again, need. You shouldn't need anyone. You should need yourself. You know, are you content? Are you happy? And I really think we should be happy, like, shit, 90% of the damn time. I know things happen and some traumatic and, you know, a lot of things happen, but I shouldn't need anyone but me and God. Many others believe that each person should have only one romantic partner, at least at one time, which is a lot safer, a lot less drama you got to deal with, a lot less energy, feelings. But others don't think that a single individual can fulfill all of their relationship needs. Now, let's break that down. One person cannot fulfill all of your needs, but these women are doing the same things. Okay, you want your house clean, you want to be made love to every day, you want to have good sex. I don't know, you want your breakfast, dinner, and that's another thing. I don't think we necessarily understand what men really want, but is it just about sex? You having sex with somebody different? I don't know. But others don't think that a single individual can fulfill all of their relationship needs. What are your needs? You're telling me one person can't fulfill your checklist? And are you fulfilling their checklist? Polyamory is coming from a male perspective, a male root. And therefore, they prefer having many partners. And is it just about sex? You want a little bit something different every time you have sex? Is that it? You making excuses? Oh, I want this many women and I want this type of relationship. But really, if you just want to go fuck a whole bunch of different women, say that. Go do that. Polyamory or consensual non-monogamy, that's what they call it, y'all. Non-monogamy is the practice of having multiple intimate relationships, whether sexual or just romantic, with the full knowledge and consent of all parties involved. And that's that consent. You don't have to cheat if you're a consenting adult. Hey, we're not in a relationship. I can see who I want to see. You can do what you want to do. Consent, trust, honesty. We laying out the rules. and that's fine. Polyamory. At least 1 in 5 Americans has had a consensually non-monogamous relationship at some point in their lives. And about 1 in 20 is in one right now. A growing body of research shows that partners in such relationships find their bonds to be just as satisfying and fulfilling as those of married people. And again, y'all, they're talking about men. Because I'm sure there are fewer women in a real poly relationship where we are in the same home, paying the bills, making sure things get done. This is talking about men. Men. But there are serious challenges as well. Polyamorous relationships demand openness, which we already know everybody is closed off. Everybody done had their heart broken, their spirit torn apart. So probably a lot of people could not even do this if they wanted to, because you're not open. Consent, trust, communication skills. Communication. Look. I deal with some people and they don't want to communicate. And I already feel that it's hard for them, but communication skills, clear boundaries. We already know we got them trauma bonds and those low boundaries that are not where they need to be. And mutual respect. Feelings of jealousy may arise. And I like I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not sharing the man I'm with. Okay, you get them on Tuesday. I get them on Thursday. We both gone. Nope. I want all of you. I want all of it. I want all of you. We're not sharing. So that's my point. Feelings of jealousy may arise, especially when a new partner joins the relationship, and debates over how to raise children can also disrupt connections. But there are definitely a lot of things, and if you haven't, my opinion only, if you haven't got a regular relationship down pat, where you can't even do that on a 1-in-1, then how the hell you gonna do it with a 1 in some, or 1 in 3, or what? You can't. You haven't even figured out how to do a 1-on-1, and now we're gonna go do the full court press and 3-on-5, and come on, y'all, let's wake up. More articles on Google. 3, chronic issues consume so much time and energy that the opportunity for intimacy is lessened. So he can't be, and again, this is more men with multiple women, because the other side we don't hear about hardly. So it's just men getting the benefit of the polyamorous. But you have less time to be intimate with me. The first issue is jealousy. Like I said, I can be jealous. I'm not going out here doing no crazy stuff hardly if I'm jealous. But I'm going to feel jealous if I were to be in this type of relationship, which takes time and energy to process. The second issue is emotional acting out and other complications involving children. You know, when you're in this poly relationship, you start to have children. So this is a child with you and this one lady. She has a child with you and this other lady. And who's the real mom and dad? Who does the child really respect? Well, this is my mom. That's not my mom. That's second wife, third wife, fourth wife. We all are gonna perceive something different and understand it in our own terms. The third issue is the act of processing itself. And you know, kids, our children are already messed up because of a lot of things we're doing or not doing. So what's gonna take us to really get it together, because we don't have it together. And it's disturbing. It is definitely disturbing. Definitely disturbing that we don't have our stuff together, that we're out here, we're trying to have a poly relationship and we don't have a job. We're not making it on our own. We are, we're lost. And a lot of other cultures, they stay together. The family stays together. We help each other. And that's one thing, that we're supporting each other. Okay, you come stay with me and we're going to work and we're going to share the bills. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. That doesn't mean I have to have a poly relationship with you, or, what's the real purpose of it? Because I can go do this with, if I were in a different culture, maybe not the African American experience or culture, I can go stay with one family in a big house and we can all work together. Okay, I got to go to work tonight. You babysit the kids. Okay, I got to go work in the morning. You babysit the kids. You take care of this. We're going to help take care of each other. Not I have to go be in a poly relationship so we can do the same thing that another culture is doing, and we don't have to sleep with each other. We can have separate families in the same household. And this man or my husband can take care of me and my needs. And we can fulfill each other's needs together. It doesn't have to involve a poly relationship so we can pay the bills or whatever they say. Oh, well, this is better. I've heard that. Well, this is better because we can share the bills. Get a fucking roommate. Share the bills with a roommate. Get a roommate. Polyamory is nothing new. This is another article. As long as people have been in relationships, there have been relationships that could be called polyamorous. There does not, however, seem to be any consensus as to what types of relationships are currently considered polyamorous. Some poly practitioners describe it as the practice of conducting multiple committed. How the hell are you gonna be committed to multiple people? See, that don't even sound right to me. Consensual, emotional, intimate relationships at the same time. And for me, if I am going to be emotionally attached to you and intimate, then it's not going to be realistic for me to be out here doing something with other people or a lot of other people at the same time. A sort of closed group marriage. And that's another thing. Marriage. It is good to be married for financial reasons, inheritance reasons, different things. Marriage gives me a connection to you not only emotionally but legally. So you can only marry one woman. One of those women can only get married if that was something you even chose to do. So if something happens to you, let's say you got in a car accident and your last rites, you're about to die. Neither one of these women are married to you. So who gets to say, so what happens to you? I don't know. Something to think about. The challenges with polyamory: creating and maintaining multiple non-monogamous relationships is demanding. And evidently y'all all going to work, so where the energy gonna come from? Not sure. Demanding. It takes organization and excellent communication. Nobody communicates anymore, hardly. We're off on these tangents and hurt, betrayed. But you trying to go have a polyamorous relationship. And time management skills. Okay, again, I don't want somebody clocking. I already got to go clock in at work. You got to clock in on me too? Oh, I get 2 to 4 and she gets 6 to 9 and the other one. That's just not cool to me. I don't think that would work for me. Not at all. Skills, in order for it to work, can consume huge amounts of energy in order for it to stay working. Furthermore, the more crucially, unlike traditional monogamous relationships, where the rules tend to be implicit due to cultural norms and assumptions, polyamorous relationships require realistic, clearly defined, consciously created, mutually agreed upon agreements where the needs of all involved are included, but are flexible enough to allow for change. A whole lot more rules, a whole lot. Nope, you can't come in here. This is her time. No, when this happens, you can't do this. A whole lot more rules. They tend to be very committed relationships with the possibility of expressing desires rather than repressing them, and without sacrificing having other relationships. Polys in the main pride themselves on their ethical conduct and honest communication. And one thing that I have seen is that also some of these poly relationships also involve bisexuality. And for the ones I've seen, the women, you're in the bed with him, y'all all together, y'all are, pleasing each other or whatever, but I'm good. I prefer men. So some of those relationships, you're defining your sexuality, because y'all gonna be sleeping together. It's gonna be a threesome at some point. I would think. So no, I'm not into that either. I'm good. What else? Like I said, one of my family members promotes this. And you know, sometimes people are promoting things until something happens. You know, a poly relationship you're promoting until one of you gets pregnant. Okay, what if the baby has a certain issue, or you need to go get tested? Oh, now I'm looked up on as there's something wrong with me, I'm thinking about the women. Okay, we got multiple men and I get pregnant and something's wrong with the baby. Now we got to go get the daddies tested. Who's the real daddy? Who's the baby daddy? Because that's always going to be important due to health concerns, or just like marriages in divorce, polyamorous relationships probably end in divorce, or we're no longer together. So who gets to pay child support? Oh, it was good while you getting both of these men, but who's gonna pay the child support? Something to think about. Another article, lots of articles out there, y'all, so many. There are some very strong opinions on whether or not polyamory is a viable way to sustain a relationship. And again, can you have a relationship without it? And what's the real benefit? Is it money? Is it the men just want to go sleep with 100 women? Think about it. The first issue is jealousy, which takes time and energy to process. The second issue is emotional acting out and other complications involving children. The third issue is the act of processing itself. It takes a lot of communication. Repeating that again. And I know some people have seen some of the stories out there, or some of the people that were promoting this. You know, it all goes wrong when some shit happen, or if the baby daddy, some shit go wrong with him, then the women are looking at each other. Well, what we gonna do now? Huh? You got the baby, I got a baby. Something happened to the dad. What we gonna do now? Not sure. And the poly relationships, they happen in white, black, I don't know about Chinese, but they're happening in multiple different, backgrounds of people. Pros and cons. Pros. On the positive side, people who are in polyamorous relationships have some great tools for their relationship to work well. Communication and honesty. Whether or not you choose to be in this type of relationship, we can all benefit from these skills. Honesty. Proactive problem solving. Rules and boundaries. The cons. Non-monogamy can have its downsides. Bringing a third or more party into your relationship can create distraction from the emotional connection between the two of you. In my clinical experience, it dilutes the intimacy in a relationship when partners spread themselves thinner. Here's more on the less than optimal conditions of polyamory can create: jealousy. Eventually someone has feelings towards someone. I have seen way too many jealous issues arise in emotional bonds as a result of what was supposed to be meaningless sex, or a primary partner starts to feel secondary. And you're going to be secondary in a polyamorous relationships. And with the men, okay, I spent, let's say I had multiple men, 2 or 3 men. I spent an hour with him. I spent 2 hours with him, and I only spent 30 minutes with you. Are you gonna feel some type of way about that? I would. What's going on? No new tricks. Sacrifice creates trust and bonds people to each other. Resisting the normal urge to have sex with other people shows a level of commitment and sacrifice that makes the relationship stronger. Bringing a new person into the mix can prevent you from putting energy and creativity into your sex life. Shit, you ain't gonna have too much energy. And I know a few men that have a lot of stamina and they can go every day, but some men cannot. Are you going to be able to satisfy 2 women? I don't think so. The wrong fix. Some couples turn to polyamory for the wrong reasons, and I think that's what a lot of it is. Thinking bringing a third into their sex life will patch up some different issue entirely. While the addition of others in your relationship may be exciting, it does not solve the longer term, bigger issue of how to keep things fresh in your relationship and how to become a better lover to your partner. And again, are you just doing this so y'all can pay the rent? look, we just doing this so we can pay the rent. Girl, come on in here. We gonna do you for a few days here and there throughout the month, but we need your money. We need to pay the rent. And that's what I see some in a lot of the poly relationships. I see, oh, you need a babysitter. And now we all have to take care of the children. So is it for need, necessity, or is it for, this is just really something that I want to do because I want to spread myself all over the place and do this woman and that woman, and again, it's more men than women. Creating and maintaining multiple non-monogamous relationships is demanding. It takes organization and excellent communication and time management skills. Again, if we are not exuding these type of skills in our own life, then why are we trying to have relationships with people and do it just seems really messed up to me. And that's my opinion. Jealousy, intimacy, thoughtfulness, a connection, time management. I have to wait on you to go do what you want to do with her. And then you may be tired afterwards. You may not feel like it afterwards. When I could have just had all of that from the get-go. And that's just my opinion, you guys. I don't particularly think poly relationships are a good thing. And again, that's a small percentage of relationships. The practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all the people involved. And I'm not consenting to that. I'm not consenting to that. So please stay away. If that's something you desire or want, the narcissist had 12 tribes of Benjamin and men. No, I did not sign up for that. one-on-one intimacy, one-on-one communication, one-on-one loving, sharing, supporting. I'm a one-on-one type of person, so all that poly, keep that to yourself. And there are consequences to the poly, so be prepared. Women and men. Some women think they can go out here and sleep with multiple men, and you're putting yourself at risk, especially if you're not protecting yourself. You're putting yourself at risk. I don't know I don't know what you didn't learn in school, but then you don't know who the child's father is. And I see so many people out here just throwing their lives away. They're stuck. They're having all these babies. You're not married. You don't have your own house. You're struggling. Stop. Please stop. I've done some of that stuff too. Stop. You're more important than that. Stop having baby after baby and signing them up for food stamps and welfare and all. No jobs. No man in the home. It's just a lot of stuff that we're off track on. But yes, poly relationships. Nope, don't like them. You know, a lot of men say they like them or that's something they want to do, but what are you doing for yourself? Do you have your shit together? Do you have, do you own your own home? You own your own car? You're working? You have a business? What makes you... Shit, I think you need to be qualified if you want to do that. You need to have some bank, money. I don't know. And it's not about money, but people are promoting this, and you got to go work your 9 to 5 every day. She does too. What's the benefit? You get to have multiple sex partners, and I definitely think that's a lot of what men think it is or understand. And people also want to make an excuse for the Bible that says people were polygamous in the Bible, but the man was handling his stuff. He had land and acres and servants and slaves, and what do you have? That was a different time and a different era, if we believe that's what it says. So no, you're not Abraham. You are Billyham, and Billyham has to go to work at Walmart, or he has to go work his 9 to 5. He got a car payment. He doesn't own anything. I seen some people doing the polyamorous in an apartment. It's 5 of y'all. Y'all gotta live in an apartment. I mean, let me see a benefit to it. Okay, we own this, we own that, we got this, we got that. At least let it be a benefit if you're gonna do it. But yes, y'all, that was my talk. I just want to do a quick talk on polyamorous because that has came up in my family the last few months, last month or so, as a topic. And, people be online promoting this bullshit, but then when somebody come up pregnant, especially as a woman, you're doing a poly and you're dealing with more than one man. Where your speech at now? Oh, you don't know who your baby daddy is. You polying this, doing this, sleeping around. Oh, I like women too. I like men. I heard all this shit. So who gonna take care of your child? Who the fuck is gonna take care of your child now if you're pregnant? That you're pregnant. Who the hell gonna take care of your baby now? Poly 1, Poly 2. You gotta go get multiple blood tests. I've seen all that, done all that type of stuff. But we're too old for this. Another podcast. We're too old for some of the stuff we're trying to do. Just go get you a good woman. Be a good man. If you have children, take care of your children. Get married first. Marriage is good. We always... I don't know what people are trying to do anymore. You want to be alone so you can do what? Be alone? Then just be alone. Don't even go date. Get married. Find someone that you're compatible with, that you like, that you enjoy spending time with. You know, it's not going to be perfect. No, it's not going to be perfect. But make a decision to do something that is good for you. Let go of all that baggage and that hurt and that brainwash y'all got going on. Women too. Wake up. Stop doing the same shit over and over again. You already got kids that your fathers, the dads are not involved. You got a kid over here, a kid over there. The daddy not involved in this one. You trying to get child support for this one. Get your lives together. Stop doing the same stuff over and over. Oh, you got another child on the way. Well, what happened to the last child? What are you doing? Are you providing? How do you provide for all these goddamn kids? Oh, the state. We got welfare. We got EBT. We got this, that, and the other. I'm not married. I ain't seen no wedding invitations. So what are we doing? Let's stop. We gotta stop doing some of the stuff we're doing. And that's my point, y'all. Hey, my birthday's tomorrow. I'm going to be 51, I think. Yeah, I'm sure, y'all. But I don't feel 51. I always tell people, you know, I'm a good 26, 27, but my birthday's tomorrow. And today's topic was polyamorous relationships. And, you know, depending on if you're a woman with multiple men or if you're a man with multiple women, it's going to affect you different. I think someone said, well, I'm not getting pregnant, but you getting the women pregnant. Which part of the relationship are you in? Some stuff people just say is dumb. I'm sorry. But definitely, it's only a small percentage of people that do this. So I'm glad, because I don't get it. I don't like to share. I do not like to share men. Otherwise, I would just not be in a relationship. But for those of you who are trying this, please make sure it's beneficial to you. Don't do it because you're trying to make it easier on yourself. Well, I don't want to pay all the bills, or that's coming from the wrong energy. But yes, y'all, this has been my Real Talk with Amira podcast. Peace.